Chetan Narula reporting for Cricket Country from McClean Park in Napier, which is the stage for the start of the 5 ODI series between New Zealand and India, a contest between two contenders for the 2019 ODI World Cup. For India, this is also their last overseas assignment before they return home for the 5 ODIs against Australia and play the IPL in the build-up to the World Cup. So in that sense, this is going to be a true test of their preparation, of their readiness for the World Cup. Of course, New Zealand also in red-hot form. They've beaten Sri Lanka comprehensively in the lead-up to this series. India beat Australia in Australia. So both teams are high on confidence, have momentum coming into this series as well. And like I said, it's a clash really of two contenders for the World Cup. India, of course, second favourites after England already, and New Zealand, everybody's dark horses, the likeable team at any ICC tournament. So let's talk about what are the factors going into this first ODI. New Zealand, first of all, they're missing James Neesham because of injury, so their balance is upset a little bit. They have Colin de Grandhomme and Doug Bracewell, who have been included in the side, two medium pace bowling all-rounders, and they can do the job that James Neesham was able to do throughout the Sri Lanka series. Of course, New Zealand are top heavy, just like India. Martin Guptill, Colin Munro, Kane Williamson, Ross Taylor. All four of them are currently in form batsmen. The bowling attack isn't too bad either. You have Trent Boult, you have Ish Sodhi, you have Lockie Ferguson, Matt Henry, Tim Southee on the bench, and Mitch Santner, who's coming back to the ODI squad after 10 months. So New Zealand will like to find that sweet spot in their team balance. They're full of all-rounders. They bat deep. And Tom Latham, of course, also the wicket-keeper, he's coming back into the side as well. So they bat deep till number 7, number 8 easily. And of course, their bowling attack is really strong. A balanced side, a balanced playing 11. They know these conditions really well. You know, short boundaries on the square, longer perhaps down the ground on both sides. McClean Park is an oval ground, one of those shorter grounds. In fact, all grounds compared to where India have been playing in Australia, in Sydney, in Adelaide, and at the MCG, these grounds in Auckland, in Wellington, in Hamilton, in Napier, in Bay Oval at Mount Maunganui, these are smaller grounds. So a lot of calculation for skipper Virat Kohli, a calculation for how to use his spinners. And this is where we come to India. India still struggling to find their team balance in the absence of Hardik Pandya. They had to play Vijay Shankar and Kedar Jadhav to balance out those last quota of 10 overs, the fifth bowlers 10 overs. They had to play that. They had to change their team balance. And watching them at the nets today, one got the feeling that India will go in with an almost unchanged side from the side that played at, from the 11 that played at the MCG against Australia. We might see Dhoni at number 4 again. We will have Kedar Jadhav and Vijay Shankar in the lower order. You have Dinesh Karthik and Ravindra Jadeja in the lower middle order. So, you know, just some firepower over there. And of course, they will be top dependent. They will be heavily dependent on their top order again. Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, all of them have scored runs here in New Zealand. Perhaps, as Kohli touched upon in his press conference, they were a bit inexperienced when they last played an ODI series here. That was back in 2014. So they've gained a lot more in confidence, a lot more in experience. And you look at Virat Kohli, all-time greatest batsman in ODI cricket, or you look at Rohit Sharma, again, one of the legends of the ODI format, Shikhar Dhawan, who really loves playing white ball cricket. So India will be banking hard on their top order in this series to come good with all that experience, with all that ability. But then again, it's about their middle order and it's about their bowling attack combination. You expect Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Mohammad Shami, but then again, it comes down to that fifth bowler's quota, which will still, perhaps at the start of the series, be divided between Vijay Shankar and Kedar Jadhav, like I said. So maybe an unchanged side for India at the start of the series at Napier. And again, you know, these are two equally matched sides. India perhaps just a bit inferior for the lack of Hardik Pandya. But having said that, on these shorter grounds, it can be anybody's day with the bat or with the ball. But let me tell you, you can expect a few more scores of 300 in this series as compared to the one we just saw in Australia.